What's going on? In this video I'm unboxing the iFootage Anglerfish SL1 60DN light. So this right here is iFootage's first, like high-end Bowen's mount light. I believe it's actually their first light they've ever made. But also right now I should have another video out, which is the full review on my other channel. So if you haven't already seen that, go check that out. That's the full review. This is just the unboxing. First impressions after using this for a couple days. Like I said, this light was just released today, so let's check it out and get it out of the box. So as you can see, this is a pretty good sized box, pretty good quality. It's got kind of the specs right there, which I'll let you read there. Of course, picture the light right here. This is kind of what it looks like. It pretty much looks like a standard, smaller, like 60 to 80 watt Bowen's mount light right there. And on this side, it says right here, this is a 70 watt output. So it's called the SL1 60DN. However, it's not 60 watts like the name would imply. It's actually a 70 watt output and it uses 86 watts of total power. But either way, let's get out of here. So if you open up this cardboard box, you can see right here, there's a nice cloth carrying case for it. And so that's that right there. And so most lights that I've purchased have came with, cases like this. They can put the lights in. They're not hard cases, but they're pretty stiff on the sides, even though it is a fabric case. And this one is pretty similar to all those. There's nothing super special about it. It's good quality. I expect it to be able to be tossed around quite a bit without having any issues, but it's really nothing special compared to other lights that I've bought in the past. So if you open this up right here, got a piece of foam right there. If we take that out, we have the main power cord here, which is very long and has this nice iFootage cable tie that's attached to it, so it's not gonna fall off. Then we have, of course, this stuff right here, the warranty, stickers, user manual, stuff like that, just all in this little baggie right here. Then we have some more padding and stuff. So if we pull this off right here, you can see the actual light is right there, and you can see how small it is. This is a tiny light. And if you pull this one off, you see the included reflector. So that's that right there. This is I think it's a mini Bowen's mount or micro Bowen's mount. I'm not sure the exact name for it, but it's not a standard size Bowen's mount. It's actually a smaller version of it. So that's what this reflector is, but you can of course get a mini to standard Bowen's mount adapter to use pretty much any other lighting modifier that you have. Let's pull this cable out right here. This is the rest of the power cord and the power brick right here. And this also has a pretty long cable attached to it. So with both these together, it's very, very long. I can't imagine you need anything longer. And if you do, you probably have a huge extension cord with you. So I don't see any issues with how long the power cord is with this. But of course, last but not least is this right here. The actual light itself, and again, you can see just how small this is. And this is the SL1 60DN. There actually is one more thing in this case. There's an extra cable tie right here, as well as this little pouch that you can zip up right there to put stuff in. But that is it for everything in this case. So zip that back up, get that out of here, and here we go. So I'm actually gonna grab a little stand to put this light on. So right here, I actually have the iFootage RBA200, a little circular monopod thing right here. Let me just get a adapter on that. There we go. Now it's kind of on a little stand there, so I don't have to hold it the entire time. Now, quick disclaimer before I get into this and kind of talk about this more. iFootage did send me this light at no cost. However, they did not tell me anything specific to say about this. Everything I say is 100% my opinion. They just sent it to me to make an honest review of, so I just wanted to make that clear and be transparent with you. I did get this light provided to me for free, but everything I say is 100% my opinion from using this light myself. Now, I want to say one last time, the full review of this where I go over everything about the light, which you should definitely check out after this, I'm gonna link down in the description. That's on my other channel. However, in this video, I do want to just note a few things I noticed from using this light for just a couple days. A couple of the pros and cons that I've noticed right away after starting to use this light. So the first thing I kind of mentioned already is how long this cord is. And it's something that a small rig light that I reviewed previously on my channel didn't have, that another one of my lights does have, and I think it's a pretty important feature to have, is this little strap right here. It seems really simple, but just having a strap on this power brick to hang it up wherever you need to is super useful, because a lot of times this isn't going to be long enough when you have your light on a tall light stand to be able to have the brick sitting on the ground while this is plugged into the light. And you don't really want to have this dangling. This one isn't as heavy as the other one I reviewed, but long story short, it's really nice just to have this little strap right here to hang the power brick up and not have to worry about it dangling by the cord. However, this one's kind of weird because this is actually connected to the cord itself. It's connected to like the little sleeve that goes around it, so it's not connected to the power brick. This is still connected to the cord, so technically it's pretty similar to just holding it by the cord, which obviously it's not terrible, but you really don't want to do that all the time, just in case you could tug the cord out of this. So it's kind of weird that it decided to put this strap attached to the cord itself, which is the reason they have this is probably so you don't have to hang it by the cord, but it's attached to the cord instead of the actual power brick itself. It's kind of weird. I'm sure there's not gonna be any issues with it. I'm sure they've tested it. Personally, I haven't, put in hundreds of hours of use with this light yet to know if that's gonna start fraying or kind of pulling out of the brick. I just think it's kind of weird that they added the strap so you don't have to hang it by the cord, but it's attached directly to the cord. But either way, that's just one of the cons I noticed right away. Besides that, the power cords themselves are amazing. They have these nice straps built into them, like I said, and they're very long and they seem pretty high quality. And then one of the really unique features of this light that I noticed is it actually has a USB-C port right in the back here. That's something I've never seen on this type of a light, and it's really interesting. It says it's power delivery 100 watts, so you need a pretty powerful USB-C cable and charger to actually power this through USB-C, but it's still really neat to have a USB-C power input on this light rather than, you know, the typical wall plug. Besides that, I'm actually just gonna take out the stand real quick. Everything else about this light is very similar to, you know, other lights in this price range and this, you know, wattage range. It's very small, compact, it's dense, but it's not super heavy. Pretty much this entire thing, I believe, is made out of metal. Even this whole mount unit right here is fully made out of metal, which is very good. I hate when these are made out of plastic because it just makes it seem not the most sturdy. This is very sturdy, so I really don't have anything to worry about here. Now, another thing that I noticed about this is actually this Bones mount right here is very solid and tight, so this really doesn't like wiggle around a lot. And that's an issue I've had with a lot of other lights I've used, is that, you know, it works fine, it locks everything into place, but modifiers will just wobble around a bunch in that mount. This one is very solid, so I really don't have to worry about that. Again, a small detail, but it's just really nice that they decide to focus on that type of quality with this. And so pretty much everything else about this light is very similar to other lights in this price range. Like my Nanlite Forza 60, it's almost a direct competitor of that because the build quality, the size, pretty much everything about it is almost identical with these two lights. And if you know Nanlite, it's a very high quality brand. They make great products, and I've absolutely loved my Nanlite Forza 60. Since this is just so similar, this is obviously going to be an awesome light. The build quality is amazing. Pretty much everything about it is great. It's very bright. Now, this is just a daylight balanced light, so it's going to be just daylight color. You can't do RGB and you can't change it to a warmer or cooler tone. However, there are effects, you know, like fireworks and flashing and, you know, all different effects like that. Usually lights like this have, you know, 10 or 15 different effects built into them. And you pretty much control everything through these two knobs. They both rotate 360 degrees, or pretty much unlimited, and you can click both of them to pretty much go through the menus and stuff. Like I said, very similar to other lights in this category. But it's nice having a light like this through iFootage because I've been using their products for years now, and everything that I've had from iFootage has just been amazing quality. So I think it's awesome that they're going into lighting like this and really branching off into all these different sectors of products, because pretty much everything I've had from them has just been amazing quality. But that's pretty much it for the unboxing of first impressions. Like I said, the whole review with all the specs and statistics and everything is going to be on my other channel, which I will link down in the description. That video should be out right now if you're watching this. But I guess right off the bat, if I were to choose one really unique feature and one thing I don't like about this, the really unique thing about this is, of course, that USB-C input. You can power this with a battery bank if it has power delivery, or just a USB-C wall outlet that, you know, can supply the right amount of power to it. It's really unique and something that I don't see. I've actually never seen this in any light of this type of form factor, or really this type of light in general. And besides that, the only real con I've noticed with this light, honestly, is just that little weird finicky thing with this power brick. I'd just be a little worried about the longevity of it with the strap being attached directly to the cord, but that's really the only kind of notice with this. It's very bright. The color quality seems amazing, but I'll talk about that more in my review video like I just said. But that's pretty much it for this unboxing, first impressions. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to this channel as well. Check out my other channel, which I'll link down in the description, and I will see you in the next video.